Hi YouTube, it's Amy. Um okay, so update. I completed the 10K for MS August 19th. It was grueling. Only because I hadn't jogged for like 2.5 weeks prior to the 10K, so I kind of wasn't prepared for it, but I still knew that I wanted to do it and get out there and finish it. I was doing the P90X and Insanity together, which I kind of got off of after because I was in so much pain. So I need to get back on that. But I've basically spent the last, I don't know, 2 weeks not exercising and kind of eating whatever I want. So I'm kind of disappointed in myself. I find that it's kind of crazy, but well, maybe it's not crazy. I suppose like a lot of people have transfer addictions, right? But I'm not saying that I'm addicted to exercising, but it makes me feel good about myself and it makes me feel like I look better. I know this is all in my head, okay? And I know that I look at myself with a perception that's not completely rational. But it's very hard to fight with that inside and feel positive about myself. I'm very self-critical. I get down on myself a lot, and I know I shouldn't, especially when I look back and see where I came from. But I can't help but pick on the things that bother me about myself, like my skin. I'm having a very hard time accepting it because I just want it off so bad. I'm sure that some of you can relate. Some days I'm just like, whatever. You know, I've lost a whole person. Of course, I'm gonna have some sagging skin. I knew that I would before I had the surgery. Would I ever choose to go back? No, I would take the skin over being 340 pounds any day, but dealing with it now is still difficult for me. It gets me feeling really down on myself when I know that I shouldn't because I've come so far. I guess like there's external factors in there too that are mixed in because things in my life are going kind of difficult right now. I don't know how much I really want to get into that because I'll be sitting here crying, but I don't know. I'm just under a lot of stress. And trying to fight my food addiction and wanting to shove all these things in my mouth, like chocolate bars and chips, and eating McDonald's and pop and all that kind of stuff. It's very hard not to just reach for it because it's so easy. It's right there. I want it. Oh, my game. It's just really hard sometimes not to eat the things you know you shouldn't eat. But you have to just keep going, and that's all you can do, right? Yeah. Anyhow, I was gonna talk about how, okay, yeah, obviously, when I was big, I got some attention from men, but not as much as I get now, and I don't know how to deal with it. So when someone approaches me or pays me a compliment, of course, I still have the most hard time accepting any compliments that someone gives me, and I've just tried to say thank you. But inside, I'm like, oh, they're just saying that, or you know, they don't really mean it, or I don't believe it, because I know that confidence has to come from within me, and I can't get it from an external source, even though people tell me all the time, you look so good, or you know, I didn't even recognize you. And it's odd because last week I just went to my brother's wedding reception, and someone that's known me since I was born said that they didn't know who I was. And it baffles my mind, because they see me every couple of months, and I know that I've been working really hard towards changing my body shape, but maybe I'm not seeing myself the way that other people see me. Well, obviously I'm not. So I guess when I look at pictures, full-bodied pictures, it gives me more of a realistic view of how I look now as opposed to when I was 340 pounds. And when I look at that, I can't help but feel better. So I really need to get like a small album of pictures and put them together, and when I'm feeling like this, I need to look at them and just see where I've come from, and that it's okay that I have extra skin. It's okay. It doesn't make me less attractive. It doesn't make me less who I am. I mean, I feel less attractive because I have it. But I can hide it pretty well, and it's not as horrible as I think it is. I know. It's just that I struggle with the fact that I have it, and the fact that I work so hard to get. I have this goal in mind that's probably unrealistic, and that's probably just why I'm feeling down about it. Because I want the body that I've always wanted, and I cannot have it because this skin is covering it up. And I try to build those muscles really hard, and no matter what I do, it's not going to show. I mean, it shows in a way, but I'm never gonna have abs because I have massive amounts of hanging skin. Okay, it's not massive, but you know what I mean. I feel like it is. Anyway, I can't remember where I was going with this. Oh, attention from men. So I've actually heard recently that sometimes people who have gastric bypass go through like a second adolescence because all the things that you wanted to do when you were younger, you didn't do, or you didn't get to do. So it's like you're going through a second adolescence. Excuse me for a second. And dealing with all these feelings and emotions about attention that you're getting that you never got before is really, really weird. Apparently, well, I'm sure that it's true, but I've heard that sometimes you can fall into a pattern of some bad relationships, or maybe promiscuity or alcoholism. I know that we all have those transfer addictions, or you try to remain as psychologically intact as possible through the process, but there's going to be some things that happen on the other end that you didn't expect, i.e. going through all these emotions that I'm going through. I don't know. It's just very difficult to... I know. How can somebody complain about the opposite sex finding them attractive? But I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I don't know how to deal with it and how it makes me feel. It just makes me feel odd. But I mean, I enjoy the fact that people find me attractive, and that makes me feel really good. But I still think about the things that I feel like I missed out on when I was younger, but I can't do them. So I'm just kind of trying to deal with that, and I think my 10 minutes is almost up, and my cam is going to shut off on me. So bye everybody.